Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Oh, guys, I am exhausted. I gotta tell you, it's been a long weekend. It's not a long weekend, but it was a long weekend because my weekend started on Thursday. Holy crap, just absolutely insane. It was a wonderful, wonderful convention, honestly, and it's been a while since I've been to any major conventions, and this is probably the biggest convention that anyone can be in. If you're in Canada. Um, yeah, Fan Expo is very much the San Diego Comic Con of Canada. Really, that's a lot of people liken it to that. I've been to San Diego Comic Con, and I can truly say that it's not, but it is the closest thing we have. It is literally the closest thing we have. Um, it does take over a section of downtown, a major section, a very very large section of downtown. But San Diego Comic Con literally takes over the entire city, most of downtown. I mean, it is a huge undertaking for everybody in San Diego. So much so that they actually hire pretty much every single shuttle bus in the entire city to shuttle people around, to get to the convention. That is definitely not something that happens here in Toronto. That is not. That's nowhere. There's nowhere near that. There are no shuttles here. There are some closures and things like that. But in my last video, if you guys had a look at it, the CNE actually took over much more of Toronto than Fan Expo. This is just reality. The CNA takes over the entire fairgrounds of the exhibition place, which is huge. It's an absolutely massive footprint. And we're talking about carnivals. We're talking about street performers. We're talking about food. We're talking about a whole bunch of things. But it's not comic dedication. It's not toy dedication. It's not dedicated to any one specific geek thing. It's like everything. It's like cars. It's like clowns. It's like carnies. What's it called? Midway games. All these types of things, right? That you would associate with an exhibit with an exhibition like that. Right, a lot of outdoor events, a lot of animals, a lot of horses, a lot of just a whole bunch of like horror related like movies, television, whatever. It's a huge, just a massive celebration of Canadian, not culture so much, but pop culture, but not the way we consider pop culture today. It's weird. The Canadian National, the CNE, the Canadian National Exposition, was originally exactly what most people would consider a national exposition, where you have like vendors and exhibitors showcasing the latest and the greatest things that are coming up for the next year. But unlike other expositions where it's like a 10-year thing, a 20-year thing, stuff like that, right? A celebration. No, this happens every single year in Ontario. And here specifically in downtown Toronto. But it is absolutely like ridiculously massive. But having said that, Fan Expo is no joke. Fan Expo is huge. It draws 20, 30. In some years, it's actually drawn 40 to 50,000 people over the course of the weekend. Now they've reported numbers as high as like 60 to 80,000. I think over the 4 days, maybe that's actually true. But per day, yeah, you're easily 20 to 30,000 people. It's absolutely crazy. I was fortunate enough this year to be able to get a press pass, and I covered it. I had a lot of fun doing it. Had 3 people who were helping me this year, and I still have one video left to do, and that'll be covering. That'll be right here on MJR Collector, and I just wanted to show some the last bit of toy hunting that I did. Because I did some great toy hunting, as you guys, as some of you might have seen over at Mega J Retro. But yeah, like still a lot more toy hunting on the very last day. And not only that, we got to see a few of these celebrities who were there from afar. We didn't actually get anywhere near them. They were actually still in line. Like we were in the back. We were in the back of the chaos. and you'll see all the stuff that happened in the northern building. We even got to see some exhibits for Star Wars, for so many other things. It was actually a blast. But during my toy hunts, I found some very interesting things, and I was super excited, very very excited, as a lot of you already saw. But the reality is that there wasn't much I could do. I wasn't prepared for the reality. I wasn't prepared for the reality of what was actually staring me in the face. I really wasn't. It was just something that caught me completely off guard. I was not expecting to see it there. I wished for it. At the beginning of the video, I even said, "Hey, I really hope I find one of my holy grails. I really hope I find Unicron in the wild. I really hope I find some Solo Chokugan figures in the wild. I really hope I do find Blitzwave Voltron. And I really hope I find Castle Grayskull, Classics Castle Grayskull. And I want to find out how much they cost in Canada, because they never come up. I have never, ever seen Castle Grayskull in the wild here in Ontario, Canada. I've never, ever seen one. I have never seen a Classics Castle Grayskull in real life. I have never seen it out of the box. I've only ever heard of it. It's literally an urban legend to me. I have no idea what this thing looks like, other than pictures. I have no idea. I up until 2 days ago, I had no idea what the box looked like, other than pictures. I had no idea what Battlecat looked like. I had no idea what Panther looked like. I had no idea what the Griffin looked like. Okay, because no one would bring these to toy shows. Nobody would ever bring them to the toy shows. Nobody would ever bring. They're just that rare, right? Now you could say that there were probably 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 made in order to get the minimum quantity run for Mattel, right? You could say that, but when you really think about the big picture of that, that is nothing, right? A normal run for Mattel is like between 50 and 100,000 units, right? So let's just really dial it back here. If what Scott Knightley has said, when they were making these things, they just barely got over, and we can actually watch the progression. You can watch Pixel Dan's, plea to everyone to actually, buy one of these things, to pre-order one of these things. We can see how many people actually were trying to push for this thing, which weren't that many, right? If they made more than 30,000 of these things, I'd be shocked, because it really doesn't seem as if that was even a thing. But a number of them did show up after the fact. At some people said that they saw them at Ollie's or something like that, or Big Lots. I can't believe that. But I do know for a fact that some of them showed up at Big Bad Toy Store. Actually, a good number of them. So much, in fact, that they actually had to have a fire sale to get rid of them, right? And those were the people who were truly fortunate when they saw that Big Bad Toy Store, clearance sale come up for Master of the Universe Castle Grayskull Classics. That must have been, the biggest. And thanks to Robo and the guys over at the Foosh, that must have been a huge thing for a lot of collectors. Finding out that the Castle Grayskulls were just going on a fire sale. That must have been absolutely massive. Like, I can't believe what must have been thinking around that time. But for those of us who are knee deep in our careers, not really think about toys around that time, yeah, it's a bit of a sore spot because I totally missed out on it. From what I understand, it was $2.99 to originally back it, and now going on eBay trying to search for one of these things, it's anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. People are asking crazy money for Castle Grayskull, right? Canadian. I'm talking about Canadian prices here. So for me, attending a comic convention like this, Fan Expo, one of the biggest pop culture event in Canada, that kind of thing, I had no aspirations. I had no expectations that I was even going to see one of these things at all. I had no. I was actually pretty certain that I wasn't going to find it, and then I saw it. I saw it. You guys saw what happened, and if you didn't see what happened, let's just go ahead and take a quick look at what happened. Because this to me was just bonkers. I could not believe what I saw. So just for everybody's, I haven't mentioned this too much, but basically, guys, you never know what's going to happen with anything these days. There's so much uncertainty going around. But as well, I heard about this new platform from several different YouTube creators, and I figured, heck, why not put my hat in the ring, see what happens, apply for a spot here. And to my surprise, over at utron.com, they gave me they accepted my application, and I have a channel over there. So guys, if you're interested in actually subscribing to me over at utron.com, please do. It's a brand new platform. I have they sort of combine everything about YouTube and what's called Patreon into one system. So yeah, it's really interesting. I'm just trying it out, taking it out for a spin, seeing what it's like. So yeah, guys, if you are interested at all, definitely check them out. They're a very, very new platform. They're just getting their feet wet, so definitely give them a look. So yeah, I posted one of my videos up. I posted this video up there, and this is just one of those moments where something like I didn't know anything was crazy. I found a couple of grails that day, and one of the grails I found, was Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus was just there. He was just like, out in the wild. And what the heck's going on here? That's weird. Yeah, he was just out in the wild, and yeah, it was to me. I thought that was the big thing for the day. I thought, holy crap! I found Fortress Maximus. What am I talking about? Fortress Maximus. I found Fortress Maximus in the wild. I was like, holy crap, this is exciting. Like, I thought that was exciting. And then not even 3 minutes later, I'm looking around. I'm looking at the rest of the rest of the stuff he's got on the table. He's got some Marvel figures from the past, right? Fortress Maximus was the really big one. $500 for this thing, boxed. Honestly, I didn't think that was a bad deal. I thought that was actually a really good deal. I really got excited when I saw that, right? And you know what? I was thinking, nothing can top this right now. I think that this is going to be the find of the day. But then, you know what? I was looking at some of the Black Series figures. Everything was going kind of cool. And then, this happened. It was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, a lot of different Black Series figures from the first waves. Yeah, they're on sale. Not bad. Oh my God! There it is. There it is. Oh my God! Okay, there it is. There it is. $3,500 for Castle Grayskull Classics. I didn't even think we were going to find one. So that's what I said, right? I said I had no idea, right? I had no freaking clue. I was thinking, geez, Louise, who the hell is crazy enough to sell Castle Grayskull for $3,500 Canadian? I mean, I know people are asking crazy money for this thing. Anywhere between $1,000 to like $2,000. In some cases, even some people are going crazy and going for $3,000. And I said to myself, okay, whoever's selling this thing, they have absolutely no clue as to what they have. I'm gonna, just for fun, just for the video, I'm gonna ask, is there any way we can come down? Can we do something? Would you be interested in a payment plan? Just to make the video interesting. I really was thinking that. And then I look at the guy and I say, hey, is this thing complete? But they've got one here. Holy crap. It's in box. It's complete, right? It comes complete. And then he said the craziest thing. And I completely lost my mind. He said it comes with all the cats and figures. What? Oh, wait. That's not, you're saying this is a set? Oh my God. Okay, wait. Okay, so that's different. So this is a set, guys. So it comes with the reality started to hit me when I saw what was actually on the table. This is where things just kind of went from 0 to 2,000. Actually, I think I fainted a couple times. I think I was literally out on my feet because honestly, I had absolutely no real recollection as to what happened at this moment. Because honestly, I was just reciting to what the guy was telling me, like quite literally. I was literally reciting what he was telling me. You're kidding me! It comes with Battlecat box. It comes with Panther box. It comes with a Griffin box. It comes with Beastman, Skeletor, and King. Holy shit! Are you serious? You're not gonna break it up though. This is one of those times in your life. You know what I mean? At least in my life. You know, I don't know if anybody else has come across this at all. I don't know if anybody else has this type of experience. Because honestly, this is one of those moments, right, where you sort of question what reality is at this point. You're like, I've never seen one of these things. I've never seen one of these things in the wild. I've never, ever come across one. Whether it's loose or in box, I've never come across one, right? I don't know anybody who has this thing, right? Well, okay, fine. I know a few people now, right? Because of YouTube, because of, Michael Mercy, again, like people on YouTube, people on social media. I know a few people now, but I have never, ever, not even close to, even come near one of these things. This to me right here at this point, at this moment, was the closest I'd ever come to an actual Castle Grayskull in the wild. Forget that, anywhere. And now, what I thought was a $3,500 Castle Grayskull, which would have been insane, is now being presented to me as a bundle package. So let's think about this, guys. Let's think about this carefully. We don't only have one Grail, right? In Castle Grayskull. We have 2 Grails with Battlecat. Battlecat right now, if you actually look him up, he's anywhere between 150 to 250, right? US. We're talking about US dollars here. Now, you think that's actually going to be something crazy. But Panther's even nuts. Like, Panther is just ridiculous on eBay. Panther is just stupid. Panther is going anywhere. I looked this up. Panther is going anywhere from $195 to $300. That is just crazy. Like, I thought Battlecat was nuts. Panther is ridiculous. The Griffith, whatever. He's about 100. He's about like $100. I think some people like boxed though. And here's the thing: they're all boxed, right? They're all mint and sealed and boxed, and that's where the prices just go stupid. So you already have 2 Grails. You got a pretty good, other beast, which is, on a good day you can probably get it for $75. On a bad day, it's probably going to be like close to $200. So there you have like, close to, if you're really like, if you're going for the moon, if you're going for like what people are actually asking for, you're looking at well over $600, $700 right there, right? Close to it anyway. US. Okay, US. Right? Then you throw in Beastman. Right? Classics Beastman. We don't know if it's the first release. We don't know if it was, one of the reprints or whatever like that. But honestly, that coupled with the Griffin, which is actually, how those two would have really matched well together. That's just crazy. And we're talking about in box here. But then you also talk about Skeletor, right? Skeletor in box. And then, of course, freaking He-Man. We're not talking about the Ultimates here. We're not talking about the re-releases by Super 7. We're talking about the original Mattel releases from back in the day, all boxed. If you look carefully, because I can't zoom in that well with this, but if you look carefully, they all come with their freaking mailers, man. You can see the white mailer boxes right there. Each one of these has been, according to the owner, was specifically curated for this collection. This is ridiculous. So you have each single one of these mint in box with their mailers and Castle Grayskull mint in box for $3,500 Canadian. Holy shit! Like this basically. They won't break it up. Oh, and they won't break it up. Oh my god! Okay. And they will not break it up. That's not a. Oh my god! They won't break up the set. But you know what? That's beside the point. This is an incredible deal, regardless. And I know at $3,500, it's still pretty damn pricey. But at the end of the day, that is crazy. You just don't come across these things at all. Mint in box, and it was at a convention. This to me was the equivalent of actually, you know, touching, you know, the Mona Lisa in the wild. That's how close this was. You know what I mean? This was like going to the Louvre and just nearly getting so close enough to freaking touch these things. I bet you if I had asked, he probably would have let me at least come near it, you know, really, really close, because I had a press badge and whatever, right? I'd never been this close to a Castle Grayskull. This was as close. This was as close as I'd ever come in my life. And you know what I said next was not untrue. You know what I mean? Like I literally said to the camera, right? Right, where was it? Yeah, that's the owner, by the way, Chris. Awesome guy. Seriously, he was really, really cool. But yeah, this was just one of those moments, man. Like I was having a moment. So what does that mean, right? What I just said that, what does that mean? Okay, so when I say in Canada landed, what I'm trying to explain there is that anywhere else I would buy this thing, anywhere else, you know, because most people who are selling these things are in the US, right? And I'm looking for a loose one for a decent price. The loose ones are going for $700 US. You know what I mean? Like $600-700. Like I've seen examples of loose ones going for $1,000 US. Right? So Canadian, that's like $1,300. So this one is in Canada landed. And what do I mean? Again, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is if I was to order this from the United States, if anybody on eBay, anybody from you know, God knows where else it is, if I was to try and pick one of these up to bid on these, not only would I have to pay the $1,100 for the figure, you know what I mean? Whatever it costs, right? The initial bid. Then I got to ship this freaking thing here. The shipping would cost nearly as much as the figure. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but basically I'm looking at least another $100, maybe $200 to ship this up here. So God, that's that. If you actually do the math, if I was to pay $1,000 for a loose example of Castle Grayskull, that would cost me about maybe $1,100 or $1,200 loose. Then I have to pay another $200, quite possibly, right, through FedEx, through anybody, because I want this thing to be handled properly. I'd have to pay for the additional insurance, which would probably be another $50. So that would have been another $250 on top just to ship this thing to me, right? So you're looking at well over $1,500. Of course, my math is freaking terrible, so I just actually don't know. I think I'm right in saying about almost $1,500 just to get this thing to me. This one's here. This one's in Canada, and if you buy the bundle, you have to buy the bundle because he's not going to break it up. So it's the castle, it's He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, freaking Battle Cat, freaking Panther, and the freaking Griffin for $3,500. Now, I'm not an idiot. $3,500, even though that sounds good on paper, that's freaking expensive, man. That is ridiculous expensive. Not that it wasn't expensive before, but that's ridiculous, right? And Chris, you know, if you're watching, yes, of course. Like I know what the deal. You know, we all know what the deal is. So you know, I went back to Chris. I'm like, brother, is there anything you can do here? And you know what? He threw me a price, and I was shocked at the price he threw at me. I was literally shocked, right? I'm not going to tell you what the price is because there's still a possibility that he did not sell it over the weekend, right? There's a huge possibility of that. And I want to hope and dream that there's still a chance that I could possibly get this. But I walked away. Mostly because I don't have the money. Okay, mostly because I don't have the money. And you know what? I said so right here. You know what I mean? I sort of basically echoed that right here. Guys, I think I just literally had a heart attack and then just came back from the dead because honestly, that is just bonkers to me. That's bonkers. So yeah, definitely check these guys out. Chris is an awesome guy. We're gonna try and work something out. That's where I had to leave it. I had to leave it there. I had to leave it there because, you know, cooler heads prevail. Everything comes back to center. There's no freaking way I can I just bought a car. You know what I mean? I just bought a car. I'm selling a lot of the other figures that I have in my collection to actually pay for this car, right? And I just have to come to the realization that, you know what, as good as a deal as that was, right? Is it something I can even afford right now? And the answer is no, I can't. I just can't. I can't afford it. I just can't. No matter how much I want it, no matter how much I've been dreaming about this thing, a decade of looking for this thing. Seriously, like that's not even a joke. I have now, as of this year, have probably ever since I found out about it, I've now been looking for a decent example of it for a decade. And back when it was released, I didn't have the money back then. $300, I didn't have it. You know what I mean? I was a starving. I was just getting into my career. I was just starting to work in the industry. Right? I couldn't jeopardize all that for a playset, which is $300 freaking dollars. You know, it's funny how life is. The constraints that we're dealt with, the things that life throws us. This is just reality. We're all living this. You know, we're all living on this little blue marble in the middle of the galaxy, right? And our problems seem so big. But the reality is that everything can be simplified into the idea of just living, right? Just buying food, eating, putting clothes on your back, doing all that kind of stuff. But does that enrich your life, right? That's the funny thing about life. That's the funny thing about living. What are the things that give your life meaning? What are the things that make life worth going out and getting up in the morning, right? These are the questions that a lot of people do answer, and you know what? It's tough for some people. It's work. Some people get up to they make their job their whole enjoyment. They make that into their biggest thing in their lives, right? But for other people, it's dating. A lot of people have this idea of going out and meeting a new person every single night, right? And just having fun and living on the edge. That's great. Right? For some people, it's anime. For some people, it's movies. Some people, it's television. Some people, it's jumping off mountains. Some people, it's freaking jumping out of a plane. Right? Some people, it's racing cars on the weekend. Some people love their sports. Everybody has a different thing that they're into. Right? And for me, I have a whole bunch of different actual hobbies. But one of my first loves, and one of the things that keeps me going every single day is definitely toys and cartoons and movies. I love these things. I love this shit, right? And one of the things that I've always wanted in my life, right? Ever since I knew that it existed, it has been Master Universe, right? Ever since I was a little kid, I've been collecting Master Universe. Ever since I found out about Master Universe Classics and realized that these things actually are out there, I've been trying my best to at least curate a small collection for myself, knowing full well that they are now upwards of $150 to $200 a figure for the most popular characters. Like, oh my god, right? So when this came up, when I saw it in the wild for the very first time, never ever having seen one in person, right? Only ever watching them on YouTube videos, only ever seeing pictures of them. I was gobsmacked. I had no idea what was going through my head. I had no idea this thing actually even existed. In reality, as far as I knew, there were freaking unicorns just jumping around all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, these things were myths to me. They really were. And seeing a full example in box, ready to go, and accompanied by every basic grail from the Master Universe Classics, because those are grails. Make no mistake, Battle Cat boxed, Panther boxed, Skeletor, He-Man, Beastman, and that freaking Griffin, which is not exactly a grail, but still, all of them in box with their mailers and the freaking Grayskull. I had a euphoric moment. I really did. I had that experience of pretty much finding true gold. You know what I mean? Finding that true grail, the true grail that I've been searching for all my life. Well, not all my life. I mean, for the last 10 years. And I had to walk away. I had to walk away. It hurt me. It killed me inside to walk away. But I had to walk away, right? But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. At least until I get an email back from Chris. If I get an email tomorrow and he said, "Sorry, brother, I sold it," right? You know what? A little part of me will probably cry. No, I'm gonna bawl like a little baby. Honestly, it's that kind of thing. But you know what? It's one of those things. And you know what? I really do appreciate what Michael Mercy says a lot. You know what I mean? He has a really good insight on these things often. And one of the things he always says is plastic finds a way, right? And that is a wonderful motto. But it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to believe. Sometimes it is really, really hard to believe because honestly, I've never ever seen one of these things. And finding them in the wild, that was just close to being a spiritual experience. It was really kind of crazy. It really was kind of crazy. And I did. You know what? I so wanted to call up one of my friends who does have the money. I really, really thought about it. I really thought about it. And you know what? The kind of guy he is, he probably would have said yes. And that, I had to stop myself. I really did. I really, 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 really had to stop myself. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I would have been indebted to him for the better part of a couple of years. Like seriously, that's how bad that is. Like it can happen, right? And you know, he's like a brother to me. He really is. But I would not have felt right about it. I would have felt guilty the moment he said yes. You know what I mean? It would have been one of those terrible, terrible things that would have happened. And money is one of those things. Money is definitely one of those things where you do not want to get mixed up in it. Seriously. I've been at both ends of the spectrum. I've had money, like I've been out of debt, and it's been crazy. Like when I paid my car off for the first time, my first car, when I paid it off, holy crap, I had tons of money. Like I had money coming out of my ears, right? And around that time, I actually just finished paying off most of my credit cards. So yeah, I had money coming out of every freaking pore of my being. Like it was crazy. I was buying dinner for people. I was buying drinks. I was doing whatever I could to celebrate. You know what I mean? Like things like I was very, very open, right, with what it was. And then you know what? It can happen in a heartbeat. It can happen in a heartbeat, right? I was involved with a couple of projects. I wanted them to be successful, right? And I went and put it upon myself to actually fund certain projects that I was doing. And you know, I was right back to square one. You know what I mean? I'm living, you know, paycheck to paycheck. I was doing a whole bunch of things, and I still haven't gotten out of that, you know, that thing. I'm still, you know, I'm not quitting my day job. That's for sure. You know, I'm doing a whole bunch of things. I just got into another car. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But it's one of those things where you know you never thought you'd see one of these things in the wild, and that really got me. That got me, right? And I really was thinking about it, and I was like, shit, I really want this thing. I really, really want this thing. But you know, you just have to take a step back. You have to. You know, I took a step back. I thought about what was actually going on. I really thought about what was processing in my mind at that time, because I was a phone call away from actually, you know, asking somebody, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever had that situation? Like, seriously. And you know what? I chose the latter. I chose to wait. I chose to say, what the fuck are you actually doing, Jay? Like, seriously, what are you thinking? What the hell is going through your head? And you have to have that conversation with yourself. By the way, does anybody somebody told me the other day that there are people who don't have conversations with themselves. There are people out there who actually do not talk to themselves, you know, as a conscience. You know what I mean? As something where if you actually have to make a decision, it's literally on black and white. It's like I make a decision or I don't. You know, for me, I've always had this inner monologue with myself, and I don't know if that's a thing for a lot of people, because apparently it's not. Apparently, there's a good number of the population who do not have conversations with themselves, right? Apparently, there are a lot of people out there who believe that, you know, the little devil on your shoulder, the little angel on your shoulder, that is just a plot device as a writing device in novelizations and for movies. A lot of people actually don't believe that you actually have conversations in your own head. Holy crap, that was mind-blowing to me. I had no idea that that was actually a thing. And you know what? That would scare me. But that's because I have one, right? That's because I actually talk to myself, right? On a certain level, right? And I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of people are just leaving the chat right now. It's like, dude, you're crazy, right? But no, but seriously, like I actually had that monologue with myself today. Not today, sorry, a couple days ago, because I had to actually talk myself out of not doing that, right? And you know what? You hear a whole bunch of people talking about things like that. Like you hear Robo, and he's like, "Yeah, I nearly talked myself into buying that thing," right? You know what I mean? Like these are things which you need to have that conversation. You need to have that person talking to you. You need to have that tiny little guy inside of your head. You know what I mean? That the little angel on this side, and the little devil on this side, right? You gotta have that. Seriously. If I didn't have that, I think I'd be having a different conversation right now. I think I'd be saying, guys, I just got Castle Grayskull. It's here. It's here. My buddy gave me the money. It's so crazy. And now I have to be in debt to him for like 3 freaking years. Like, yeah, I think I would have had that conversation if I didn't have the person on my left and the person on my right telling me what to do. Like, seriously. But now I have to ask you guys, what the hell would you have done in my situation? Seriously, would you have had that monologue with yourself? Would you have actually, thought about it? Would you have actually called up your credit card company and say, hey, just how much more room do I have left on my card? Because I've been spending a lot of money at Fan Expo, and you know what? I need another $3,000. Would you have had that conversation? Would you have pulled the trigger? Right? Would you have actually taken, called up a friend? Would you have begged your significant other? Would you have, like I said, called up a loan company or something like that and say, hey, what's my house worth right now? What's my car worth right now? Do I have enough equity to actually, put something against this? Like, what would have been your conversation to yourself? Because honestly, my conversation with myself was crisis. I literally had a midlife crisis right there, right in front of me. And I'm not talking about a car here, guys. I'm talking about a freaking toy, right? Seriously, I'm curious. What would have been your reaction? Would you have looked like this guy right here? Would that have been your face? Would that have been your expression, having that inner conflict with yourself, trying to figure out if it's actually conscionable to do something with this castle? You know what I mean? And of course, let's not candy coat it. It's a castle. It's 3 action figures, and it's 3 freaking beasts. Like, what would have been your response to that? What would have do you guys have that little voice in your head? Now I'm just gonna put it out there, because I actually brought this stupid thing up. Do you guys have a voice in your head which is actually telling you what to do? Do you actually sit down in a room when you actually have a problem, like, stressing you out, and do you say, Jay, what are we doing? We're in trouble, Jay. We got to get this project done, and we're stuck. What do we do, Jay? Think it out. Like, what's the plan, Jay? What's going on? How do we do this? How do we solve this problem, Jay? What do we do? What do we do? Do you have that? Like, is there that inner conflict within you? Is there that thing? Right? I'm just gonna go ahead and expand it that way. See what happens. See what kind of spitball we can actually make out of this. Because seriously, I had that moment. I had that moment on several occasions, especially when I'm trying to figure out a problem. But yeah, basically, I walked away. I walked away, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I walked away. I walked away with a business card. All right, so there's the caveat. There's the caveat of the whole idea. I walked away with a freaking business card. So you know what? It's not over. It's not. It's really not over. But if this conversation is gonna continue, if there is gonna be something that goes on with this, if something's gonna happen because of this, it has to work. You can't be. You know what? I'm gonna go put this out there. You can't put yourself in debt, guys. Like, what I do is stupid. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a PSA out there. What I do is stupid. I go out, I buy toys, I freaking I build up a collection, and people have called me out on this, saying, "Hey, are you a scalper?" People have asked me because they've seen my room, they've seen my collection. They're like, "You don't open up anything," and you know what? That's not true. That's not true. I do open. Like, all my Transformers are basically out. Like, I can turn the camera right now, and you can actually see, standing right there. There's oh god, sorry, it's hard to see, but that's Blaster over. That's Masterpiece Blaster over there. That's Masterpiece Soundwave over there, and that's Laserbeak, and that's Rewind. Right? They're there. They're out. You know what I mean? The Turtle Van is right here. right? You can see the turtle vendor. Like, I open my toys. I love playing with my toys, right? But people have asked, what's going on? How come we keep buying all these things and you don't open them? The reality is I just don't have any room, right? And that's actually the next thing on my journey, the next thing on our journey here, guys, together as collectors and as a community, is to build my freaking toy room, because it's time. It is time to move all this crap, right? Move all these things off the couch, right? Move all of these freaking boxes, move all these things behind me, right? It's time to build my gosh darn freaking what's it called? It's time to build my toy room. It's time. Jeez Louise, come on, get straight. There you go. It's time to build a toy room, guys. It's time to build it, right? And will Castle Grayskull be part of that toy room, right? Because again, there's freaking Snake Mountain. It's open. Look at all my what's it called? Classics Club Grayskull figures. They're up there. They're open, right? So yeah, guys, I open my toys. I do. And the only thing holding me back for what's been going on lately, God, I should never do that again. The only thing holding me back is, of course, the fact that I have a collection which has just overrun me. Like that really is in a lot of ways what's happened. And now they need their own room, and that's actually in progress. That's going to be our next journey. Holy crap. That is going to be our next journey, guys. We are building this freaking toy room. I'm getting all these toys organized so I can actually put them on display. That is the next stage of the journey. But today's question, because, I've gone off on 3 tangents now, which is just stupid. But today's question, really, the real question for today is, what would you have done if you found your Grail knowing that it costs, way too much, but you don't know if you'll ever see it again? What would you do? That is my question. And my secondary question is, do you actually have a voice in your head? Do you actually talk to yourself? Do you have these things, or do you just literally you make a decision based on analytics, on decision making, on right versus wrong, but literally just because of the black and white kind of idea? Do you actually do that, right? There's the question for everybody tonight. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat, because you know what? I've been talking schmack like crazy. Simon, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, my friend. I am doing well. My family is doing well. Thank you, Simon. Thank you for asking. Nolan, what's going on, Nolan? Even Jay chat. Good to see you, brother. It's been a long time. I joined your live chat. Absolutely, Simon, but it's good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. Demon 888, what's going on? Hello, my friend. Laura, what's going on? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, Laura. Billy Shepard, did Jay get his Holy Grail? I was really thinking about it, Billy. I was this close to calling a friend. But no, I stepped away. I did step away. Tube Top 123, what's going on, my friend? Just saw your 3rd video today, Jay. You got to get that castle, brother. Don't do that, man. I know I got to get it, but do I get it, right? There's the thing. Old IT guy. Evening, everybody. Good to see you, old IT guy. Laura, he's gonna try and negotiate. Yeah, I have the card for a reason. But honestly, if it's sold, it's sold. You know what I mean? That's something that does happen, right? And I have to come to terms with that. Tube Top, yep, C&E is back, but the price is a bit high for entrance only. Yeah, I know. But everything's going up, Tube Top. Everything's going up, my friend. Rerun Trading, 5th like. Thank you so much, my friend. Billy, Lara, I would love to get those figures that were in that bundle. Dude, those are all Grails. Every single, okay, maybe not the Griffin, but every single one of those everything else in that bundle is a Grail. Beastman is a Grail. Skeletor is a Grail. He-Man is a Grail. Castle Grayskull is an absolute Grail. Battlecat, Panther, and of course there is that Griffin. But they are all Grails, right? They are all plus $100 figures. Like, absolutely crazy. Just insane. Lara, Billy Shepard, it's an amazing bundle for sure, 100%. Mike, Tidarian Hanger, how much did this urban legend cost? So, brother, this thing was set for $3,500 for everything Canadian. Okay, Canadian. And when you really break it down in terms of what that is, because every other example I've ever seen is coming from the US. There are no examples of that being sold here in Canada. So shipping it up here, that entire bundle would be well over $300 Canadian. So it really was a conflict of conscience at one point. It really was. Corn Cob, I have a signed autograph from Sergeant Slaughter. Dude, congratulations, brother. Excellent. Nolan, yeah, Tidarium Hanger, exactly, $3,500. Canadian. Simon, Motu are growing big and fast. It's good to be a collector. You make it. It makes you excited and joy to see new figures, and having it in your hands makes it even better. Absolutely, Simon. But the decision had to be made to walk away. Jabbar, who in this chat has ever been to Power Morphicon before? The answer is not me. I have never been to Power Morphicon. Simon, you're lucky You're lucky to get your signed autograph of Sergeant All-Star. Yes, 100%. YT Refugee. Anyone seen the new pre-order listing for the Masterverse Deluxe Skeletor on BBTS? They also have the new Origins Wave up for pre-order as well. So a lot of people have been asking me, what do I think about the Deluxe Skeletor pre-order listing? If it's Deluxe, I don't think it's this guy. If it's Deluxe, because that doesn't make any sense. He is not Deluxe. He is not Deluxe, so why the heck would he be Deluxe? That doesn't make any sense, right? That's just me. That's just me being honest, right? I don't understand why he would not be Deluxe and he would be Deluxe. That doesn't make any sense. You know what? Just to double check on that, what is the listing for the 40th anniversary on BBTS? Let's find out. So He-Man 40th. Let's see what happens. All right, so here comes the 40th. Yeah, see, if you look on here, he is not listed as Deluxe, right? He's listed as Master Universe 40th Anniversary Masterverse He-Man, whereas the Skeletor Deluxe, right? He's twice the price. He's $10 more, $12 more, right? Why would they sell He-Man at $23.99 for the 40th anniversary version, and then a deluxe Skeletor for $34.99? The numbers don't add up, right? Those numbers do not add up. That's not right. Skeletor, like again, I refer back to the two figures behind me, and I'm gonna grab them right now. Knowing that we're getting this He-Man right here, right? Knowing that we're getting this guy, right? Who comes with a sword, who comes with a shield, who comes with an axe, right? And of course himself, right? This is the 40th. This is the 40th anniversary He-Man. Okay. Well, this is the San Diego Comic-Con version of that, right? But we do know, or at least we're hoping and dreaming, and I sure as hell, I'm positive, pretty much positive that they're going to get Skeletor. Okay. They're going to come out with this guy. Okay, he's going to come out. He has to come out. He-Man without Skeletor would be like bread without butter. So here's Skeletor. He comes with a Havoc staff. He comes with a sword. He comes with what's the other thing he comes with? He comes with something else. I can't remember. But anyway, he comes with all these things. I think it's a shield. He comes with something else. I can't remember what it is right now. But anyway, he comes with all that plus a mandible jaw. An articulate jaw. This is not a $40. This is not a $35 figure. That's ridiculous. That is not what equates to a $35 figure. Okay, so that is not going to be deluxe Skeletor. Okay, this is not going to be deluxe Skeletor. He's going to be 40th anniversary Skeletor. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. If anybody has any insight into what this is, please let us know, because I can't even fathom what that might be. Like, or they haven't made any announcements or any there's nothing I can really think of in my head which would constitute a deluxe Skeletor. At least not in the short term. I really don't know, because they've already announced that we already have Barbarian Skeletor, right? We already have him. He's already out being distributed right now. The Netflix version of Skeletor, who's a hell of a lot of plastic, right? He's being sold at the $24 price point, right? So what is it? I don't know. I don't know what that would be. It's a mystery right now, right? Could it be Terror Claw Skeletor? We don't know. Could it be I don't know. Because we already have a God Skeletor, right? Not God Skeletor. We already have a Skelegod. We already have a Skelegod, right? So what could it be? What could it be? Right? I don't know. I really don't know. But yes, they obviously are out there, and you know what? Put your money down. You might get it early. Who knows? Airstream, what's up, dude? What's going on, Airstream 21? Healing Dread, what's going on, brother? Wave 10, Mechanic and Road Ripper, Roton, Grizzlor, and Second Wondar are and potentially Eternia all this fall. So much Motu. Dude, it's Motu. It is the 40th anniversary. Of course, it's going to be Motu all the time. Corn Cob, thanks, Simon. Of course. In so little time. Absolutely, Helium. Nova, what's going up, Nova? Did you pick up the April? Screw you, Nova. Screw you, bro. What the hell, man? If I'm not gonna spend $3,500 on Castle Grayskull, which is my one true grail, I'm not gonna spend $310 on a freaking 2-pack for April O'Neil and the freaking. Oh wait, you're okay. All right, I'm gonna just do that one more time. You're talking about the $60 proper knee movie April. No, I didn't do that either, and I'll tell you why. Most of those have been coming out of China. I know that Mad Hatter got one off of China, and I can probably order it off of AliExpress if I really wanted one now. But I'm seeing Krang over at Sunrise Records. They must be penciling a deal somewhere for the Turtles to come over to Canada, because that's been the only hiccup in any regard, right? And if I'm going to spend $60 at a con, I might as well just spend the $60 at Toys R Us, because that's where they're going to end up. And I know it's going to be about $45, $50, maybe even $60 Canadian. So I might as well just do it that way. I'm not gonna spend that money at a con for a figure with the proper knees. No, I didn't pick that one up. No. Simon Jay, what would so I retract my previous statement, Nova. Thank you for bringing that up. Simon Jay, what would be a good price point for you to get this from the seller, brother? Like I landed, I would be very, very happy with. It hurts me to say this, but I like $1,000 is my cap for just Grayskull. Okay, just Grayskull. My cap is about $1,000. Loose. Okay, in box, Jesus. I would probably be stupid and probably kill myself later, but I could probably go to $1,100, maybe $1,200. And if it's a really, really good example of a box, I probably would, dream and even like kind of go absolutely insane, like Mercury on my hat, kind of insane, and think about $1,500. But that's not going to happen. There's no freaking way. I don't have the money. Like seriously, I do not have the money. But a loose example, I would love anywhere between $800 to $1,000. I would actually think about it. I would not be happy about it, but I would be thinking about it. YT Refugee. I have a Classics Grayskull, never opened, still in its shipper. Brother, you are awesome. Congratulations, man. I feel really happy for you. Eric Stream, that's a great bundle. It really was. It really was. YT Refugee. Don't have Panther, but I have Battlecat and Battle Lion. Never got Griffin or Swiftwind. Heard too many bad things about the ball joints for the wings. The thing about me is I would not be articulating them very much. I would leave them in one position, probably even put some like safety pins on them and just like leave them. I just want to display them. Seriously, I don't play a lot with my toys. I usually just leave them one static pose and let them freaking age gracefully. Chunky Robot Monkey, haggled them down to three grand. That was the plan. That's still the plan. That is still the plan. And you know what? Try to figure out a payment plan. Like, that would be the ultimate plan. Like, that's actually the ultimate plan. I don't think he's going to go for it, though. Chris seems like a really nice guy. He seems like a really cool guy. But, the dude put it out there for a reason, right? And I don't know. I have to talk to the guy. I really do. And you know what? It's just one of those things. I don't think it's actually going to happen. I just have to be realistic with myself. I just have to be realistic about the whole situation. It's probably not going to happen. It's just what it is, right? And it's such a great thing. It's here. It's in Canada. It's landed, but the conditions aren't right. I'm not made of money. I don't have the availability. I just bought a fucking car. Like, I'm sorry to say it that way, but tonight is very. I'm being very passionate tonight because I just, I had to walk away from something I've wanted all my life. And you know what? I have to be realistic about it. I have to be truthful to myself. There's no freaking way I can afford this thing. I just can't. There's just no way. Nolan, I get a loan. Still hard to believe you found it. Best of luck on it, Jay. You know what? I hope so, Nolan. I hope maybe Chris will come to an agreement. Maybe we can do a payment plan. I don't know. But I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that will be that's shooting for the moon. It really is. YT Refugee, you can twill it if the figures are the second releases with better joints. He-Man biceps are correct by the box. Second release says the original. Okay, thank you. You can tell. Sorry, you can tell with the figures of the second release. Thank you, Y2 Refugee. That's excellent. Thank you. Great tip. I really will take that to heart. Corn Cob, I have the vintage Trapjaw complete. Dude, that's awesome. That's excellent. Nova, gather your investors, Jay. Nova, you're crazy, man. And you know what? I was on that train. I was on that freaking train. I literally had tunnel vision at one point. I was like, can I do this? Who can I talk to? Blah, blah, blah. And I had to walk away. Corn Cob, GTG, see you. Gotta go. Thank you, Corn Cob. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Eric Stream, hit that like button. Thank you so much, Eric Stream. You're Eric Extreme. Thank you so much. Healing Dread, they will probably be releasing a Masterverse Grayskull, and it will probably be a clone of the Classics version. There's always that chance. Helion, I am at that point where I'm really, like, honestly begging. I am literally going to do a petition to Mattel to try and get that done. Like, seriously. If they do that, all my concerns are out the window. I will not even think twice about it. Seriously. Barry, hey, what's going on, Barry? Good to see you, brother. Jim Gillespie. I hope I pronounced that right, my son. You make a good point. There's a difference between living and merely existing. Yes, there is. There really is. Barry, it was great seeing you yesterday, Jay. It was good to see you too, Barry. Air, car cruises are fun. Yes, they are. Foxhound, they can't copy the Classics version, apples and oranges. This is true, but I would still love to get a Revelations version. I really would. I really would want one. Nolan, some of the Origins figures are getting pretty bad as well, dude. They're like things are moving. The toy industry is just going crazy, and you know what? We're all on the same ride right now. Hannibal King, Jay, I have a Super 7's Ultimate Edition Teela, Ramman, and Skeletor. If you're interested, I already have Teela. I already have Ramman. I'm sorry, Ramman. I'm super interested in Skeletor. I already have Skeletor. But Ramman and Teela, I'm always interested in Teela. I'm always interested in Ramman. Hannibal, you were awesome. Thank you so much for that. Please hit me up on Instagram. If we can do a trade, I would love to talk to you. That would definitely be something that I'm interested in. Andrew Davis, I love Ramman, by the way. Just jumping on Jay. How much does it cost, and what are you going to do, brother? I have to call him. I have to ask. What is his bottom line? I have to find out what he's willing to do, and you know what? I have to see whether or not he wants to do something, monthly or something like that, or if it's even possible. But the truth is, I don't think he's looking to sell. I think, all things being equal, I don't think he was actually interested in selling it. I really don't. I think it was there to showcase what he's able to do, and I think that it was just an attraction piece, for true collectors. And I think that he caught me. He caught me, and he really got me in a moment of weakness. And you know what? I really wanted it. I really did. And I think he would have taken it if I had actually offered him $3,500. I think he would have done it. I think because that's gravy on top. Like that's everything he needs plus, right? And you know what? I will haggle. I will ask him, what's your bottom line? What is the least you'll take for it, right? I'll ask him, right? And I don't think he's going to be happy with the answer. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think I'm going to be happy with the answer, right? But I have to be realistic. I have to be honest. There's no way I can afford this thing. It's just not possible. Billy, I have a conference with us. So there you go. Right? I talk to myself. I find it mind blowing to me that other people don't. Andrew, just something. Yeah, okay. I answered that question already. Animator, hey Animator, what's going on? Hey Jay, I just bumped in late, but it's time for bed. Good night, brother. Have a good night, Animator. Good to see you, brother. Eric Stream, I talk to myself. Good, yeah. I mean, it's not weird. It's not weird. Rai Ken, me and myself talk and argue every day. There you go, Rai. Exactly. There you go. Watch Your Refugee. I stage interventions with myself. Of course. Good move. Tube Top 123. Yes, I would have bought it. Life is short, dude. You're a braver man than I am. Holy crap, dude. I don't blame you, though. I don't blame you. I had that conversation. I literally did. Zoran the Barbarian. No, Jay, let it go. You have a his tank on the way. Way more enjoyable. Brother, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. Jim Gillespie. I've heard about some people not having internal monologues. It is weird. You know what? I don't think it's weird. I think to me, it seems like, why? But, I mean, there are different types of people everywhere. I mean, it is something, right? Some people talk to themselves, some people don't, and I'm one of those people who talks to myself. Nolan, I'm thinking I would have sold one of my bikes to get it. Honestly, sucks when you're presented with such a great deal, but do not have the funds. Yes, but we do have to be realistic, right? Do you want to eat tomorrow? Do you want to have that pair of shoes that you need for work? Right? Like, you have to have these conversations. And I had that conversation. I did. But thank you, Nolan. And you know what? If there's something around here that I can sell to actually make up the money, sure, I will definitely do that. I have a couple of I have a couple of these, but they're not going to get me anywhere near what I need, right? So I don't know if he's willing to hold on to it for a year. Maybe I can scrounge up that money. $100 here, $100 there. I don't know, but if he's willing to hold on to it, then maybe I will, have a chance at seeing it. I don't know. I really don't. Two Top, yes, my voice is my wife's. I got you, brother. Good one. Healing Dread, for 3,000, you could probably buy 6 Eternia playsets. This is not untrue. You could probably buy 5. You could probably buy 10. You could probably, depending on what the actual price is. Because if they're $300, you could get 10, right? But we don't know. We really don't. Right, Ken. Yes, the inner pushes me whenever I want to give up and stops me from doing stupid things. Good one. Exactly the way mine does. No, but sometimes the stupid part of me takes over. Nolan, I have those internal conversations, and when I don't listen, I ask my kids if it's okay. That is a good idea. Thank you for sharing, Nolan. Eric Stream, I hope you're able to get that bundle, dude. It's an awesome bundle. It is. But it's got to be at the right price. It just has to be. It really does. I am not stupid. I am not stupid. $3,500 is still way too much money. It's just not possible. Diecast, for $3,500, I would have had to play it. I would have had to play with it every day for a year straight. If it's just to display it, I wouldn't put myself in debt for it. There is that too. It has to be worth it to you, right? The value has to be there. This is something I have been looking for 10 years, and you know what? That discussion had to happen. It really did, and you know what? Clearer minds came to the rescue. 1-10. Anytime it's a very high priced, anytime it's very high, and my little voice says, for that price, you better be able to drive it to work. That's a good motto. That is a very good motto. Right. I got injured doing a marathon, and I wanted to give up, but my inner self would not let me quit. Okay, so there is that in and of itself is not exactly having a conversation with yourself, because you're not talking to yourself. You are willing yourself to continue. There's a difference. There actually is a difference between having a conversation. So most times you have a conversation with yourself, it's when you are deciding whether or not it's good. Okay. So the most times you actually have a conversation with yourself, it's when you actually decide. When you're stuck in a situation, you're thinking, and you're like, okay, should I do something right or wrong? Right. That's 90% of the time. That's when you have your inner conversations. The other thing is when you're in deep trouble, right? When you're actually in a dire straits, and you're literally like having conversations like, how did I get myself into this? What did I do? Why am I suffering like this? Those are the types of times when you're actually in a marathon and you're completely spent. The will to continue is something slightly different. I believe. I'm not actually 100% sure, but I believe that is perseverance, right? That's not a conversation. But I know what you're I know what you're talking about, though. Right? And you know what? Good on you for continuing. Rhea, hey, what's going on, Rhea? Good to see you. Simon, no corn cob. Imagine how much it will cost. Yeah, I know. That guy's fly. It's messed up that they don't have that many castles out there in Canada. Dude, honestly, I think it's amazing we have this many castles. I think it's actually absolutely amazing that there are actually that many out here. Today, I found a grail, but the seller wanted 700 and it passed because I felt it's only worth half that. There you go. See, Mike, of course, does have a concept of what he wants to pay, and so do I. I have a concept of what I want to pay. Right, Ken. If I can only afford my grail, I will. If I can afford my grail, I will buy it. I will not go into too much debt for a want. This is true. And that's exactly the conversation I needed to have with myself. Simon, I would try to lower the price. Decide to buy or walk. A lot of that is a lot of money, Jay. Yes, of course, and that's exactly what happened, right? Billy, I have yet to find my Grail. When you find it, dude, make sure you have that conversation. Simon, I would walk away and it would hurt. It would suck by walking away. It does. It did. Kevin, CNE's free parking and entrance for me. Dude, you're lucky. You are absolutely lucky. Congratulations. Congratulations. A little bit of flexing there, though. A little bit of flexing. Mantran, I have all of them. Dude, you are so lucky. I am so envious of you. Kevin, because the casino gives it out. Well, brother, that's one of the perks, right? One of the perks for working there, or being a very good patron, right? Nolan, I'm the only one that has a love for the Griffin. No, I want the Griffin too. I do, but it's not nearly as high on my list as Battlecat or Panther. Simon, it happened to me. You want it bad, and something you can tell you to tell yourself you can't do it. Walk, Simon. Yes. Sometimes you. Often, like there are times where you have to have that conversation, and I had that conversation. Kevin, I'd still pay interest, but I only go once. So that's big of you, my friend. That's big of you. Dakas Fly, if it's money, you can pay the money back in 3 months. Then I should, but you can't. Then you wouldn't. Then I wouldn't. Well, there you go. Again, there is a limit, right? There is a limit to what you're willing to do. Jabbar, anyone in the chat has been to Paramorphicon? We all know Jay's answers. My answer is pretty clear. Right. Walking away may be the best thing that happened. Your finances and buying power will be tied up for years. I agree. Yes, the Simon seems to agree. Yes, Nolan. So lucky my kids got the 40th anniversary He-Man Skeletor 2-pack for my birthday. To be fair, most of it went to my card for the... I love your kids, man. They're awesome. Oh, my God. That's funny as hell. YT Refugee. I read on Toy News aside, the listing code description said deluxe movie Skeletor. No freaking way. That is not real. That is a lie. That is a lie, YT Refugee. That is a lie. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. The product description says, inspired by Masters of the Universe vintage content, these 7-inch figures have more than 30 parts of articulation and come with swappable hands and or heads plus multiple accessories. The multi-figures are great for storytelling, collector display with iconic characters from both good and evil sides of Eternia. So the product description itself does not have much in the way of an actual, tells. All it says here, it's 7 inches made of plastic, based on Master Universe characters, part of the Masterverse line, over 30 points of articulation, and the box contents is a Skeletor figure. There is nothing in there that tells me anything about a movie figure. And brother, if that's true, I will be jumping for joy. If we are actually getting a Frank Langella style, right? What were they called again? Stout Collection style Despot Skeletor or God Skeletor. Even if it doesn't come with a lot, I'm buying it. I am buying it all day long. Okay? If I can get a movie Skeletor, movie He-Man, movie Tila, movie Man-at-Arms, Gwildor, okay? If I can get Courtney Cox and freaking Patrick Duncan McNeil, if I can get freaking Lubick as deluxe figures, I will buy them all day long. Absolutely, 100%. I will not even question that. I will definitely be buying each and every one of those figures. Beastman, Evelyn, Zarad, Blade, Pig Boy. I will buy freaking Pig Boy. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that is a promise. If these are deluxe movie figures, abso-freaking-lutely, all day long, I'm picking up each and every one of them. I don't know where you got that. Like Toy News SI. I love Jay. Jay is awesome, but honestly, I need to figure out. I gotta find out where he got that information from, because that's crazy. That is nuts. That is putting people's hopes up. Not a good idea. Kishatria. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, my friend. 8271. Shatria. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. I apologize. Hi, do you collect Hot Toy figures? I was about to buy Hulkbuster, but it was over 1K and just had to pass. I have not gotten to 6-inch. My very first 6-inch is going to be 12-inch. I have not gotten a 12-inch. My very first 12-inch figure. No, what am I talking about? Yeah, my very first 1/6 scale. Sorry, I'm going to go 1/6 scale. I have not bought any 1/6 scale figures. My very first 1/6 scale figure is going to be He-Man from Mondo and She-Ra from Mondo. Those are my first two figures that I'm going to be purchasing on that level. Hot Toys, Hulkbuster, it looks freaking amazing. It is absolutely incredible. I was really considering the gimbal, the Iron Man gimbal, where he's actually putting it on. I was really considering that, but it's $3,000. Pretty much know what's going on with this freaking with this freaking Castle Grayskull, and I had to walk away. There was no way I was going to buy that. No way. Zora the Barbarian. Hey Jay, I grabbed the Barbarian Skeletor and Viking He-Man tonight at my Hamilton Walmart for $19. Wow, that's great. Each. Strange why they're on clearance. Dude, where did you buy that? If there are more, go over there and grab me a set, brother. That is an amazing price. Thank you so much for that. That's incredible. Congratulations. Toy Gallery, FC XXX. Okay, bro. I don't know exactly what that is, but no problem. Nolan. Zora the Barbarian, nice finds. That's awesome. Absolutely. Nolan, no worries, Jay. It's all good. Absolutely, my friend. Diecast Fly. Maybe it's a sign that you will find the castle by itself soon. Dude, I sure as hell hope so. I really do. I don't care if it's loose. As long as it's complete, I don't care if it's loose. But I will not be paying $1,500 for a loose figure, for a loose castle. Failed exam. Could you not get the bundle and sell off the rest to keep your Castle Grayskull? This is possible. But again, I still would have to bring it down. There's no way I'm paying $3,500 for that bundle. It's still too much money. It's still way too much money. I would have to. Chris and I have to do a back and forth. It's not in the equation. Robert Sanchez, guys, absolutely, Robert. Good to see you, my friend. Zoran, speaking of shooting for the moon, Jay, make sure you're up at 8:30 a.m. to watch the NASA Artemis launch. Ooh, I don't know if I can actually get up that early, brother. I'm a night bird. Night owl, sorry. Nolan, if you just want the castle, I'd buy the Griffin and Beastman from you to help you out, but those are my favorites from Classics. Brother, thank you. Thank you for that, and I do appreciate that, but I would not want to thank you, by the way, Cor. I would not want to do that to anybody either. Seriously. This is something that I have to figure out on my own. That's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. Rhea, I really enjoyed your video this weekend. I really enjoyed your videos this weekend. Would you need a millionaire to get everything you wanted at Expo? Man, I know, Rhea. I know. That's just the way it is. An angel investor somewhere, right? Somebody who come to my rescue. I have two of those actually, but I will not call them. I won't do it. Diecast Fly. I don't think that they would do a Masterverse Grayskull because most likely the line is deeply discounted at retail at Amazon. I'd be shocked if they do. But I'm talking about Mattel Creations. Diecast Fly. I am actually talking about Mattel Creations. I want to do a crowdsourced Masterverse Grayskull. I think people will climb on board. I really do. I really do. But it's got to be at the right price. It has to be at the right price. Mike, what if you bought this Masterverse version and made it better? I know. And it gets made better. I know what you're saying, Mike. I know. But I'm all in. I've been all in from the very beginning. I'm still all in, Mike. I'm all in. David Schwartz. Hey, David, what's going on? Masterverse Wave 4 is at Ollie's for $8 each. Dude. David, honestly, if anybody's out there who's at Ollie's and can get me a couple of these, I would want another set. I'm not even going to lie. If they're clearancing them out, I'm glad to take them. Like, $8? Hell yeah. All day long, David. All day long. I will take another set. Easy. I will take another set. If anybody's out there and has an Ollie's near them, please get in touch with me. That's crazy. Rhea, I had my nieces here all summer, and one of them is packing right now, and she's speaking to herself. Laugh, LOL, making sure she has everything. There you go. I'm sure, but hey, it's more common than people think. Well, there you go, and I get that. I get that. YT Refugee, I could see a crowdfund type of pre-order for Masterverse Grayskull like they're doing with the Eternia Origins. Definitely no retail release. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Mattel Creations crowdfund, 100%. James, hey James, what's going on? James, you're such your sense of humor. You got to be careful sometimes. Oh my gosh, you guys are all on that train, but that's good. Hey geeks, hope everyone's safe, well, doing and open boxes and blisters without cuts. Thank you so much, James. Always good to see you, brother. The Canadian, what's going on? The Canadian, I get it. That's a lot of money, but it's a grail. I know. The Canadian. I know. It's still, dude. It's still here. I'm still in my head. It still says buy it. It's my head is saying no. My heart, that inner part of me, right? It's literally telling me you can do this. You can call somebody. You have friends. You can make this happen. It's literally telling me, go. You're never going to see it again. It's never going to be this low ever. It's, and I'm like, you're stupid. Don't do it. Stop talking to me. Like, seriously, I'm having that crisis. I am having that crisis because I do have avenues to make it happen. I'm not going to lie. I have ways to make it happen, but do I really want to make myself in debt for the next 3 years? The answer is no, I don't. And some of you are like, what the hell, Jay? It's only $3,000. Ha! You say that. You say it's only $3,000, but that $3,000 goes a long way, my friends. Right? It really does. It's the difference between eating and actually, and driving. Like a lot of, that it does come down to that. It really, really does. Like right after this, I'm going to go to the gas station and get some gas. Guys, this is just crazy. James, Raheel Black, absolutely. Right. My other self wants me to stop and flag down service vehicles while the other self says, it's only a 10-kilometer walk. Go shut up and move. Both sides arguing inside my head. I hear you, right. And you know what? And that's the thing. It comes down to what are you able to do and what are you willing to do. Andrew Davis, you never asked what's the least you'll take. You never ask what the least will take. You ask him when what's the best he can do. I know. I'm just talking. I would never ever ask somebody what's the least you'll take. No, I would never say that. I would ask what's the best he can do. Yes, absolutely, Andrew. Thank you. Jane, cray all day long. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The Canadian. My grail is a G1 Omega Supreme, dude. Beautiful, isn't it? Working one too, in box. That would be gorgeous. That would be absolutely gorgeous. I actually gifted my Omega Supreme to one of my friends who's a bigger Transformer fan than I am, and you know what? I'm happy he has it. I'm happy. James J, if you still have 2 healthy kidneys, a problem solved. That's censored, by the way. I'm just kidding. Yes, I know what you're saying, brother. I know, right? Exactly. That's a dark sense of humor you got there, James. Everyone, thanks for being a part of this community. Thank you so much, James, for always bringing this up. Please smash that like button to help people find this channel and help Jay CPM so he can obscenely. James, you're classic, brother. I love you, man. Thank you so much. You're the best. Thank you so much. Guys, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. Robert Sanchez, I backed the hiss, but walked away the day before it's closing. Oh, it stings, but I just couldn't justify the cost and now feel better off. Congrats to those that feel the need to spend the love of plastic. Thank you, Robert. That is a wonderful insight. I really appreciate the sharing. Thank you so much. Dark-Ass Fly. I guess for me, Filmation Club Grayskull Classics Man-at-Arms would be my grail. He is the only one left for me to get based on the characters I love. I was fortunate enough to grab him from mftoys.ca. Diecast Fly, if you haven't already, please reach out to so many different communities. See what else they say. I'm pretty sure you've already done that. I know how diligent you are, so I hope you find him, my friend. I really do. Noah, another Motu side. On another Motu side, I'm in no arm twisting need. I'm in a no arm twisting need. There you go. Sorry. On another Motu sideline, I'm in a no arm twisting needed. Sorry, brother. It took me a while to figure that one. That's crazy, brother. Robert Sanchez, I skipped 2 despite the temptation. You aren't alone. No, James. Again, that's more willpower than I had to do it. I had to do it. Man, your damn videos made me want to search for sealed Danger Grill figs. I'm sorry, James. They were awesome though, right? A set of four for $50. Brother, if I had posted it earlier and if I was going back on Sunday, you could have called me. I would have been there. It's crazy. But I wasn't there today. Healing Dread. Masters of the WWE Universe comes with a Fury neck piece that belongs to 200X Beastman. So it's possible 200 Beastman is coming down the line. That would be excellent. Wow. That would be awesome. Y2 Refugee at Diecast Flight. Me too. I love that Filmation style Man at Arms with a laser blast piece for his gauntlet. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Helian Dread, your Braun Strowman is your grail? Wow. Eric Stream. I'll check all these. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. James, is Wave 4 Classics Tila and Merman because I can't find them here with the Great White North. Honestly, brother, if I were you, I would have checked that place that I told you about and glue her head back on. I don't know. That's just me, but I hope you find her, brother. I might have an extra. I'll dig. I'll see if I do. That guy's fly. Y2 Refugee. I've been avoiding the high prices for him, but I'm just going to get him and get it over with. Dude, that's crazy. But I hope you find the cheapest one, man. I really do. I hope you find the cheapest one. Y2 Refugee. I almost pulled the trigger on his tank last night, but I'm saving for the Mondo Battle Cat, so I resisted backing the his tank. Dude, that is not wrong. That is an awesome decision. Trust me. Dustin Miller. What's going on, my friend? When I got my Castle Grayskull Classics, it was $249. Jeez. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Early backing, they raised it to $299 after I did that. Dude, you are awesome, brother. Congratulations. That's excellent. Canadian, it's tough. I respect your emotions, brother. Seriously. I'm still torn. I am still torn. Right. Jay, don't turn to the dark side. The castle will show itself once again, hopefully. I really hope so. James, dude, you were being more frugal about the car. Consider what the tax on the purchase would buy you. I know, dude. I know. Diecast Live. But it would have been a cash deal, brother. It would have been a cash deal. Diecast Live. Would the Masterverse castle be the same design as the castle as the Classics castle? Yes, it would be, which is why I'm really hoping that it happens. Right, Ken. James, 3,500 Canadian is already a car's down payment. Yes, I know, and I had to make that decision. Y2 Refugee at Diecast Live. I wish I could bring myself to do it. Honestly, he's one of my favorite characters, and that's one of the best versions of him. I have the regular classics, and the one from Classics Battle Ram. Wow, that's awesome. Diecast Live. There's always OnlyFans. You guys are awesome. No. The Healing Dread. Braun Strowman comes with the Beast Man's neck. Got you. Okay. My Grail is Eternia. Well, it's coming, brother. It's coming. Thankfully, your Grail is about to show itself. James, I'm okay. Amir has Masterverse on order. It's just a matter of when Mattel ships them. I got you, brother. Okay, no, brother. Let me know though, because I might have one. If I find it, I'll let you know right away. Okay, guys, I think that's probably a good point at which to call it a night for me too. It's 11:45. I'm exhausted. I am absolutely spent. I'm absolutely exhausted. This weekend was incredible, but conventions are not what they used to be. I'm not as young as I used to be. Covering the whole event for 3 days because I didn't go today was absolutely incredible. I want to take this opportunity to thank the organizers over at Fan Expo for putting on another wonderful show. Congratulations to Aman. Congratulations to everybody over there. You guys did a bang-up job. You guys are amazing. Congratulations to everybody there. You guys really killed it this year. Incredible. I do want to thank Touchwood for providing me with the press pass. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for approving me this year. It was a privilege to be able to cover the show, and I hope that the videos that I made showed the show in a good light. But I did show some things which were needed to be improved a little bit. So I hope that some of those will actually reach the right ears, and we can actually get a much better show, an improving show every single time. It always improves every single year. So yeah, once again, congratulations to everybody who was one of the helped to organize this year's Fan Expo. It was an absolute blast. I think everyone was safe. I think everyone did their best to make this year happen. And yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. It really was. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who I was able to meet this year at Fan Expo. Thank you guys. You know who you are. You guys are awesome. I put some of you guys in the video, those who wanted to be in there. Thank you so much for reaching out to me, for saying hi, for taking a selfie. It was an absolute blast to meet everybody. It's always great to meet people in the wild. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting this channel. It's because of you guys that we're fast approaching 10,000 subscribers. Guys, this is amazing. This community means the world to me. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you for supporting this channel. You guys are the best. And of course, as I said, thank you everybody who whenever you guys see me in the wild, do not hesitate to say hi. I don't bite, only if you ask me to. Seriously, it's a lot of fun to meet you guys in the wild. A lot of fun to catch up with you, find out what you guys are doing, find out what you're hunting. It's just been an awesome, absolute blast. Thank you guys for giving me this privilege of sharing my collection with you, sharing these moments with you. This, of course, is the highlight of my weekend, being able to share this time with you guys, because I know time is always precious, and I love being able to meet you guys here and in the wild. It really is an absolute pleasure. All right, guys, last comments before we log off, because I am absolutely exhausted. And thank you guys for being here with me. I know I started late. Jay and John over at Geek Dead Life were on a roll. I kept watching the stream and I just couldn't start. But thank you guys for being here with me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Diecast Fly, yes, I have those versions as well. Excellent. Congratulations, Diecast Fly. Rhea, only fans. I'm not doing that, guys. Airstream, would you pay $400 to $500 for a complete boxed USS flag? Honestly, if the option presented itself, I might. But my Castle Grayskull is a very different story too, right? But they would have to be mint in box. It would have to be the perfect box. I'm not gonna lie. Helium Dread, good night, Jay. You made the right choice. Thank you so much, Helium Dread. I really appreciate that. Robert Sanchez, really enjoyed your videos. Much love from Texas. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Good night, Robert. Rhea, good night, Jay, and everyone else in the chat. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Another good live. Thank you so much, Rhea. I really appreciate it. YT Refugee, at that guy saw. Yeah, I really like that battle ram without the helmet. Haven't opened it though. Oh my god, the battle ram is another one of my grails. Probably never going to see the light of day on that one. Eric Stream, good night, y'all. Good night, my friend. Nolan, thanks for bringing us along for the journey, Jay. Made the weekend even that much better. Thank you so much, Nolan. I'm glad you enjoyed my trip to Fan Expo. James, guys, keep collecting fun, not frustrating, and fiscally sound. Beware, blister packs can cut. Enjoy the waning days of summer. Thank you, James. I really appreciate it. You are awesome, my friend. Dustin Miller just subscribed. Thank you, Dustin. I really appreciate that. Nolan, good night, Jay and Chad. Good night, Nolan. Happy belated birthday, my friend. YT Refugee, good night, Jay, and everybody. Thank you for the coverage, the coverage of the show, Jay. Thank you, YT Refugee. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed. Robert Ken, Geek Proud. Take care of everybody. Ignat James, Ignat Jay. Ignat Bade, good night. And, say hi to your boys for me. Nolan, Geek Proud all. Geek Proud to you too, Nolan. Andrew Davis, don't worry about it, Jay. I'm talking to myself right now. By the way, do you really need to eat? Who doesn't love ramen? And I'm talking about the toy company. Dude, I did that. I did that once just to buy something, and it sucked. It really did. But I know what you're saying. Rhea, Geek Proud, Rhea. James, my grail right now is WWE Elite Kairi Sane. Oh, Kairi Sane. Wow, that's cool, man. I hope you get her. I hope you get her, James. Best of luck. Simon, hi, James. How are you? Oh, okay, you're talking to James. Yes, of course. I thought you were saying something to me for whatever reason. Anyway, Nolan, thanks, Jay. Of course, Nolan, good to see you, brother. Zora the Barbarian, good night, Jay. Money saved. What car did you buy? I was able to pick up a used 2020 Corolla, which is awesome. I really love that car. It's amazing. Thank you, Zoran. Have a good night. James is good, of course, Simon. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Yeah, guys. The struggle of conscience is real. You know what I mean? But we do have to be realistic. You know, toys are toys. They're a wonderful privilege, but they're just toys. You can't eat them. You can't put them on your back to keep you warm. You can't wear them. So guys, collect responsibly. You know, I hope you guys have a wonderful time. I hope your collections continue to grow. Don't overspend. I almost did. I'm not going to lie. I almost did. And I continue to overspend every single month. So guys, don't be like me. Please consider your choices. Make sure you make the right ones. I hope you're all doing well. Staying safe. Last comments, guys. Zora the Barbarian, great car choice. Thank you, my friend. Dustin Miller, answer to what car? Used Hot Wheels. Thank you so much, Dustin. You're amazing. Simon, I'm good, Diecast Fly, and how are you, man? I'm looking for a better job. There you go, my friend. I hope you find one, Simon. Guys, once again, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching.